Alright, David Knight, day 49 of the 90-day video challenge. Had a good friend of mine ask me why I stopped doing videos, and I would call her a very special friend of mine, but I don't even know where to begin. I mean, I'm just having a struggle right now with everything that's going on. I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed, to be honest, having some issues, to put it, just to say it's a continuing struggle. I have bad days. In this case, I've had pretty much a bad week, all the way from a day that I found something out from somebody that's very important to me to now, and I let things kind of get in, and then I'm not able to let them go so well at times, and usually I'm pretty detached from most everybody except for a few very close friends, and I guess that's the way that I am. I don't know if that's the right thing or not. You know, I've tried to make new friends over the years, and I've got a lot of acquaintances, you know, through my kids playing sports and whatnot, and a lot of people out there have no clue that I suffer from what I suffer from. And when I tell them that, you know, I get these anxiety and panic attacks, they look at me like I'm kind of, what, really? Because, you know, I'll do the announcing for the football games, and you know, I can, and people say, hey, you're doing a great job with that, and you know, and I hear that and hear the other side of that. But the other side of this coin is I have these issues, and trying to come to grasp in the reality of it. I know my grandfather suffered from some form of my dad's mom, or excuse me, my mom's dad suffered from some reason. He well, he was an alcoholic. I don't particularly, and he smoked like a lot of those people back in those days. They didn't know it was bad for them, so I wouldn't say that was an issue really, other than he was always drinking. And I don't drink, and I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I actually had a bad experience doing one of those things before, so if I do drink, I'll have a beer, maybe tops two, and I'm done. I just don't allow myself to come out of control. That's kind of the way that I live. I'll make sure that I try to stay in the right mind, because it's not a pretty picture when I lose my temper, and I've got a really bad temper that if it lets loose, you know, watch out, anyone that's around me. And maybe that's a form of abuse as well, you know, the bad temper. So therefore, you know, I'm not physically, don't hit anyone or do anything of that nature, but, you know, I have a very bad temper. James, Book of James, in the Book of James, they talk about your tongue is kind of like a double-edged sword, right? With the same tongue we can praise people, and then with the same tongue we can cut them down or whatnot. So I try to be very careful in my selection of words, and very careful in my selection of friends as well. You know, some of my best friend of all time is from high school. I mean, excuse me, we met each other, I guess, probably about 6th grade, really, you know. And he's moving to Ohio, which, you know, I know gets him closer to his job and whatnot, but that's kind of a blow, not having him around as well. But, you know, everyone's got to do what's best for their family and completely understand what he needs to get done and what he needs to do. But I miss our Monday conversations, which he was driving up. So some things I do miss. You know, I haven't heard from him for like 3 or 4 weeks. He just falls off the face of the earth, and maybe that's how I am too at times. So two peas in a pod, right? You know, time goes on and it isn't any easier. I will say that. Time goes on and it doesn't get any easier. You know, I'm looking at different odds and ends right now. I'm trying to desperately try to find some way that I can earn income for my family and deal with the problems that I'm dealing with mentally as well. And I look at the internet. I know that, you know, I have a lot of knowledge as it comes to trading, but getting myself in front of the computer, and on top of that, you know, maybe I'm enjoying taking my classes that I'm taking right now for my Master's of History, and I've got to just get through what is this period of time in my life again. I know that, every valley that I end up having, the next plateau and next reach is a little bit better than the last time. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to right now, is to bottom. Well, I think I bottomed out already, so now I'm trying to get I guess I've bottomed out to the extent that I'm here talking on the YouTube. That's about it for today. I don't even know where I'm just rambling away. I promised someone that I would put another video out, so that's where I am right now. Just living and breathing and trying to live day by day. Carpe diem, or seize the day, right? Latin for seize the day. Carpe diem, I think that's how you say it. But seize the day. I'm working one day at a time. That's pretty much, and a lot of times I wouldn't even say it's a day at a time. It's pretty much an hour at a time, a minute at a time. Try to live in what is my present. So instead of living in the past or try to live in the future, just live right now in the here and now, the present, because that's the only thing that we can control right now, is our here and our now. We can't control our future. We can't change our past, but what we can change is our present and what we do in that present moment. Take care. God bless. Take care, everyone. Thanks for looking after me. You know who you are. Thank you. Bye now.